and welcome to the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 124. This is the 3-year Podiversary faux show. My name is Doris, and I am coming to you from a wet and rainy from the wet and rainy Midwest, from the east central corner of Missouri. So welcome. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl.net. The Purl is spelled P-E-A-R-L. In social media, I am One Fine Cow, all spelled out. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design, the number 1. On Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. There are links in the show notes to these social medias so that you can go and click and find me readily. And please do, and please follow me and friend me and do all those things. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. Also linked in the show notes and in the down bar. We have birthday shout outs for the Ravelry group, and we have a load of early May birthdays. These birthdays go from May 1st to May 15th. We have Crafty T 0503, who is Janet, and her birthday is today. Today's the 3rd of May, so happy birthday. Sorry. We have Kay Gerlari, and I probably said that wrong, who is Crystal. Her birthday is on Cinco de Mayo, which is Spanish for May the 5th. We have One Fine Cow, who is Doris, and my birthday is on May 9th. We have Christy Rose, who is Christy, and her birthday is the day after mine, May 10th. We have Lost Boys 3, who is Johnny. His birthday is on May 11th. We have Livisol, who is Karen. Her birthday is on May the 12th. We have Cece Carey, who is Cece. Her birthday is on the 14th of May. And last but not least, we have Diana Pierce, 21, who is Diane, and her birthday is on May 15th. So happy birthday, you all. I hope that you will have a wonderful birthday, that you get good gifts, that you get to spend time with friends and family, that you enjoy birthday cake. Forget about the health for your birthday. I plan on enjoying birthday cake. And I'm having good yarny, fibery gifts. Happy birthday. That brings us to the Market Bag Along, which is a knit or crochet market bag. And we are doing a knit along, crochet along, which started on April 1st and will finish May 15th. You can have as many entries as items completed. You must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. Chatter is welcome and encouraged. The prize will be a $6 giftable pattern from Ravelry, and also the Never Cast Off podcast girls are co-hosting this knit along with us. So you can go over, join their group and put your market bags also in that group. And they're giving their prize. I think they're also giving a giftable pattern. So, amazing. So, the story of the week and stash enhancement. I guess we'll start with stash enhancement because I had a good mail day. I had ordered from Sheila from Thank God for Bags, who is also a co-host podcaster for the Never Cast Off podcast. Her shop is called Thank God for Bags, and I had ordered my Taurus bag. Is a huge bag It's got... she does, what do you... Zodiac bags. And this is a Taurus bag. And when I saw that she had it in the shop, I said, yes, I must have it. So I ordered this bag, and I also ordered one of the needle cozies. It's got really cool snaps, and that your snaps are still pretty strong. Or my fingers are pretty weak. But this is on the inside of the bag, plus this. But she so sweetly sent me the birthday set, which also includes a sock bag with, oh, it's so awesome. Look at that. Unexpected, wonderful surprise. Thank you, Sheila. A really fun birthday card. Thank you, Sheila. And a candle. This smells like birthday cake. So I think she's offering these birthday sets in her shop, I think she said. So she sent me one. So sweet. Thank you so much, Sheila. You are wonderful. You are a wonderful friend. So, guys, you need to go check out her shop. She has some wonderful things. But wait! Not only did she give me extraness for my birthday, she also sent a package for us for the Knit and Pearl podcast prizes to be given out at a later date. We have a beautiful bag, medium size zipper. It's gorgeous. I'm not opening it. Look at this though. Oh my goodness. Can you see that zipper pull? It's gorgeous. And I think there are 3 needle cozies with her beautiful new, can I show you? Thank God for bags tags. So these will be prizes at a later date. Isn't she wonderful? It's something to look forward to. Thank you, Sheila, so much. I hope that you are enjoying Florida right now. Okay, so story of the week. That was my stash. I also have a wonderful birthday gift coming. I got Ted got me a woolly winder for my spinning wheel for my birthday. Yay! So, story of the week. 3-year Podiversary. Wow. It has been so much fun, and it has been awesome meeting new friends and you know, friends in the group, friends in the podcast land. It is amazing and wonderful, and I have enjoyed every single moment. So, May 1st, 2014, I uploaded my first podcast on YouTube. And for a year, I did a weekly podcast, except if we were gone on vacation or away or I was sick, I did a weekly podcast. Then in year 2, or coming up on the year 2, I started a website for the show notes with the help of Dave from the School of Podcasting. And let me show you, in case you haven't ever clicked on the show notes and gone to the website, because I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty awesome. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Here is the website, and it has, I embed the podcast from YouTube, and then you can see all the green highlights are links that I link to all the things that I talk about, all the patterns I talk about, people who are part, like there's the Never Cast Off podcast group link so that you could go there. click on that and go to their group easily. There are my social media. And up here, whoops, look a little closer. There are some tabs, pages. This is hard to do. So about. Okay, let me click on it. So about opens up and tells about the podcast, a little about me. I might need to update that. And then the podcast button brings you back to the opening page. And then there's a little page for my Etsy store with a link down below. And a place where you can share these things. And there's a contact page which gives you my email address, which is knitandpearlpodcast at gmail.com. So you can find that and click on that and send me an email, contact me that way. I also have a donate button. If you are interested in donating some funds to the podcast for the help with the running of it, there's a link that you can do that. So I wanted to show you the website. Here it is. So I did that the second year, and I also went on iTunes via Podbean. So, and I learned how to do all the linking and all of that, just increasing viewability and usability by adding all the links in to help out, and kind of continue that. In the middle, I can't remember when it was, but I went to every 2 weeks because I felt like I didn't have enough content, and I was struggling to go every week. It seems to be better going every 2 weeks, so I have more to show you. Makes it more manageable. So, like I said, this has been what podcasting means to me. Is there's some accountability in my knitting. I was like, I better get this done so I'll have something to show finished, start something. I'm learning a lot as far as the different techniques, and just exploring and learning more in like the accountability, meeting people via the interwebs. So the next part of this is, what can you do to help in the coming year? If you have the desire and want to, you could go to the website and click on the donate button to help with the expenses. It costs me to upload to Podbean it costs me monthly. And that's the only way that I could get my feed to go to iTunes. So iTunes, if you're in iTunes and you follow me in iTunes, please talk to me on iTunes, because it looks like people are going there and people are viewing it, but I don't know who you are, what you're doing. So if you would go and write a review or leave a star rating, that would be wonderful, so I can see that iTunes is something that I should continue. Also, another way you can support the podcast is on YouTube. As you're watching on YouTube, if you would watch the ad at the beginning, and if there's something of interest of the little thing that is down, clicking on those ads, that helps to add a little bit of money in my, to help a little bit with paying for, the prizes and the uploading and all of that. If you want to, you don't have to. I'm going to continue this anyway. If you are a maker and have a product that you would like to get out there, you can contact me and we can figure out something. You can send a little prize. We can do a little prize as in, here this is, go look at her shop, come back, tell me what you like, and then the prize will be this thing that you donated to the prize thing. Will help both of us. I'll get something to give, plus it will bring people to your shop. So those are ways you can help. Now, number 3, what do you want to see in the coming year, and how can I improve? I would so much appreciate your feedback. What do you want to see from me, and how can I improve this podcast? It is our podcast, and I appreciate your input. Thank you so much, and let's go on to year 4. All right, we're moving on. The health pearl this week is going to be combined with the Pinterest find and the stumble find because they're pretty much healthy. So what's next? How about some finished objects? Since this is the Podiversary finished object show. First finished object is I finished the baby blanket that I was working on. This is how it turned out. It is based on the Grandma's favorite dishcloth recipe. And I did some, you can't really tell with all this yarn. I did some stockinette and some garter stripes just to kind of break up the monotony a little bit. But we have a baby blanket ready to go to the baby shower. So I finished this. I had leftover yarn and I found a pattern for this cute little bear to go with it. So did I link the bear? Yes, I did. There's a link in the show notes to this little pattern. It's very simple. You start at one end and you cast on stitches and knit however many rows. Then you stop there. You cast on however many stitches, I can't remember. Knit up to there. You join them. You knit together. Then you add 8 stitches on each side for 8 rows on one side. And then you go up, you knit like the body part for a certain amount, and then you go back down. You come back down, you do the arms, you come back down, you do one leg and the other. And then the worst part was seaming. But it was cute, it was simple, it was easy. And I thought it would be fun to go have a little something extra to go with the baby blanket. There you go. I finished that, I think, the weekend after I last podcast. So, on my last podcast, I showed you a washcloth that I had knit. And a friend of mine who has a beauty channel, hair channel on YouTube, who is also my coworker and friend, she watched the podcast and she said, "What? You knit washcloths? You really knit washcloths? Why would you do that? That can't be very absorbent." And da-da-da. She never had one. So, what does a knitter do? You knit her some. So, I knew she liked purple. So, I knitted her a regular size one. This is also Grandma's favorite dishcloth. I've got to weave in the ends, but on this one. So, I also knitted a little one. She could use this as a face thing, or she could give it to her daughter to have, whatever. So I knitted some washcloths for Charnel. There you go. Okay, is there any other finished objects? What do you think? Yes, there is. I finished the virus shawl. Okay, so I didn't tell you. Okay. I knit this blanket on US 9s, 47-inch circular needles, Addy Turbos, no, Chagu. The yarn is Red Heart Super Saver in the Lovey colorway. This was knit on US 6s, 4mm, also the same yarn. I use Addy Turbos. That's that. These were knit on a US 9, and this is a straight. Can you see that? A Crystal Palace. Love these needles. And the yarn is Peaches and Cream. The color is Pansy 02315. It's so small, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Nope. Okay. Now I got it back together. So now I finished the virus shawl, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, which is actually not a pattern per se, but there's a link to video tutorials on how to crochet. I use leftover sock yarn and a size E hook. This one. E, I don't know how many millimeters that is. This is a void. So if you want to get a closer look, it's been finished and blocked and lovely. And I'm so, so happy with it. So this is Heritage, I think it's Heritage print, leftover yarn from my Hitchhiker Beyond shawl. This is it's an opal. This one, I know it's an opal. I don't know the color. I had the yarn from a surprise stash. It had no tag on it, but it's beautiful. I love it. I think it crocheted up so nice and pretty. Some side has more gold, and then this side, well, has gold too. It's so pretty. And then the final color, when this was done, is leftover. This is the Harry Potter colorway in opal too, to finish off. I so love it and so proud of it. I think this is one of my favorite crocheted finished objects. And it's so simple. If you are a novice crocheter, you could do this. It's so simple. It's a setup, here's the little setup row, whatever, setup. After these setup stitches, it's a 4 pattern repeat. There is a chart and there's a video tutorial. You can do this. It's beautiful, and it's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I'm planning another one very soon. So happy with it. And for all the holes that it's in it and the lace, it's warm and comfortable. So that is all of the finished objects. Whips. Not many. The red thing, I didn't do anything with it. My goal for this coming week is to finish that. I started a cowl that I'm making up as I go along. It's just, I cast on like 140 stitches. I'm using the frogged yarn from the sock. From this beautiful yarn, Heritage Prints. The color is a number 31. This is some beautiful yarn I got a couple years ago from a beautiful friend. And I want something to remember that I will enjoy. So I'm making a cowl, and I'm using US 3's 3.25, 40 inch circular, doing magic loop. And I cast on 140, and I did 3 garter ridges, which is 6 rows. And then I did some stockinette for 6 rows, another garter section for 6. And I'm just doing some 10 by 10 little like basket weave stuff. That's the plan. Until I run out of yarn, or till I think it's done. I think it'll be a nice fit around my neck. Just for memories, just because, you know. A pattern didn't jump out at me, so I said, I'll come up with something. So that's all the whips. Spinning, I did do some spinning on my Joanne Springs Shetland roving that I got. I can't show you because it's on the wheel. But I did do some of that. So now Pinterest. I told you that Pinterest and Stumble are some health things which are yummy and good. The first one is Pinterest, and it is, I don't know about you, but when I'm dieting, the one thing I miss more than anything is chips. I was sick this past weekend. Friday when I came home, I felt so bad. And I was trying so hard to stay focused on my eating and being healthy. And I got home, my throat was hurting. I felt bad. I took the bag of chips and ate a bowl. And it made me feel better. It scratched my throat and it made me feel better. I love chips. So, here are some baked sweet potato chips. Link in the show notes. They look yummy and it's healthy, and you can make them crisp, and it's a replacement for potato chips. It might do in a pinch, but here's the directions on how to do it. Instructions, ingredients, and instructions. It's all there in the link. And it looks yummy. I guess you could probably do that with do the same thing with regular chips. So Stumble is healthy habits. Behavioral science without the boring nerd speak. It says eating, sleeping, and movement all work together to affect our mood and overall well-being. Activities, food, moods, sleep. Below are some healthy habits to nurture your body, mind, and mood. Activities, number 1. It says, do about 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week and feel calmer and happier. Plan at least 3 positive activities every day. Positive activities are things that you know you enjoy, like knitting, crocheting, reading, whatever you enjoy. Food. Eat to balance your blood sugar. Have fruit, vegetables, and whole grains throughout the day. Enjoy complex carbohydrates and proteins every meal. Mood. Track your mood to see what brings you up and down. Do more of what you're good at. List 3 things that went well that day. Sleep. Get enough sleep to feel alert, energized, and resilient. Get to bed at a set time every night. This is one thing I have difficulty with. And ultimately, she says, or this person says, I say she, it may not be a she, but pick one. Try adding just one of these habits this week and see how it goes. Small changes are great. they are much easier to stick with. There you go. I thought this was very informative and just something that will help to remind us of how we can feel better and do better. So finally, the last thing on my show notes is a link to my Etsy store. I have been horrible about updating it. Life's been busy. I've been lazy and not feeling well. But there are stuff there. So would you click on the link, go over there and peruse and click and like. And if you find something you can't live without, I will happily let you buy it and I will ship it to you as soon as possible. So thank you guys for a wonderful 3 years, and I look forward to year number 4 of the Knit and Purl podcast. Join the group, links down below. Talk to me. Tell me what you think down below. What can help make this better? And what do you want to see? Give me a thumbs up. If you want to put a thumbs down, I don't know why you would, but as the periscoping sisters would always say at the close, if you can't be nice, be quiet. Anyway, see you all in 2 weeks. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. See you all in 2 weeks. Bye.